Hello. 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 Hello.
Well, good evening, everybody. This is our final Dhamma talk that's about to begin. So we're going to start the talk now because it's 7:15. And I hope very much that we will have an audience who isn't talking to be able to do it. Slowly. Maybe Rajesh, could you just ask people to clear now if they don't want to come to the Dharma talk? So many people. Yeah, just clear.
यहाँ पे जितने भी उपासक बहने हैं कृपया करके तुरंत थोड़ा अनुशासन में आइए या तो बैठ जाइए अथवा ये बीच के स्थान को बिल्कुल खाली कर दीजिए प्लीज कृपा करके खाली कर दीजिए हमारा विनय हमारे व्यवहार में दिखना चाहिए
Okay, we'll get there. Very good. Thank you so much. Very good. Okay. So, it's my great pleasure to introduce a very senior Nepalese monk this evening who is going to give the final talk of our event. And if I could invite Bhante Kolita to come to the seat, that would be wonderful. And I will then introduce him and we'll start our event. Thank you, Bhante. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Bhante Kolita. He was born into a Shakya family in Patan, near the Kathmandu Valley, in 1970. He entered the order of novice monks at the age of 12 in 1981. And he entered the Sangaram Bhikkhu Training Center under the two most venerable teachers, Bhikkhu Agamwasha and Bhikkhu Maitri Mahatiro. And after 2 years training there, he went to Sri Lanka for further study in 1984, where he was under the guidance of the most venerable teachers, the late Aningarak Nayak and Dr. Yatagama Dhammapala Anuyaka Mahatiro in Sri Lanka. He studied in one of the great Buddhist educational centers, Saraswati Maha Piriwena Balagala in Sri Lanka. And after completing his college education for 7 years, he joined Kalani Buddhist University, where he completed his BA degree from the university and an MA in Buddhist and Pali studies. He received higher ordination in Sri Lanka. After coming back to Nepal, he and Bhikkhu Sadadisa initiated Buddha Bhumi Mahavihara and Buddha Bhumi Buddhist Center in Nepal in 2001. So he's the founder of Buddha Bhumi Mahavihara, Buddha Bhumi Buddhist Center in Nepal, Buddha Bhumi Free Health Center, Sarana Publications, and Samyak Youth Group. He is the present member of the Future for Nepal, chief editor of the Sangharam Buddhist magazine, teacher and resident monk of the Sangharam Bhikkhu Training Center, and visiting lecturer of the Kathmandu campus. Frequently, he involves himself in Dhamma Dut missions in the country and abroad. He was awarded the Shashana Kirti Sri Sangasena Pasadini in 2003 from the Saraswati Mahapiravena College in Sri Lanka. And as you can tell, this is a very eminent monk. And I would now request the Bhante to begin his teaching. Thank you, Bhante. Sadhu.
Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First of all, if somebody want to observe the 5 precepts, and everybody namo tassa 3 times. Okay.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Buddham saranam gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
Panatipata viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
Adinādāna viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
Kāmesu micchāchārā viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Kāmesu micchāchārā veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
Musāvādā viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami.
Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami.
Surameraya majjapamādhatthāna Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami.
Suramiraya Majjapamadatthana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
Tisaranena Saddhi Panchasilang Dhammang Sadhukang Surakhitang Katva Appamadena Sampadetha.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Samanta cakkavalesu atra gaccantu devata saddhammang munirajas sunantu saggamukhadang dhammasavana kalo ayang bhadanta. Dhammasavana kalo ayang bhadanta. Dhammasavana kalo ayang bhadanta. Kicho paticca kicho pacalabo kichang macana jivita. Kecang saddhamma savanang kecang buddho padoti. First of all, I humbly homage to the Triple Gem, and I respect the respectful Mahasangha and respect nuns and all devotees. Today I feel very lucky because this is the very good opportunity I got to Dhamma talk in this very sacred, very pure Buddha enlightenment place. That everybody we cannot get the chance like this Dhamma talk. So I am very thankful, grateful. First of all, this opportunity give me to Nepal Sangha, all Nepal Bhikshu Sangha give me the opportunity to Dhamma talk, this enlightenment place, Buddha enlightenment secret Bodhi tree under Bodhi tree. And I am grateful and thankful to International Tipitaka Chanting Council, organizers, Dixis, and the Richard, and all committees. And also, I am grateful and thankful and sadhu to this year Tipitaka Chanting sponsor, organizer, Vietnam Sangha. And also sadhu who are listening the Dhamma talk here, to every Sangha, every nuns, everybody devotees. You know, Nepal is a Buddha birthplace. Buddha spent 29 years in Nepal. Before Buddha, his life, 29 years, he spent in Nepal. And he came to India to discovery of the real truth, that is Buddhahood. This is the place we are sitting. We all are lucky. We all are lucky. The Buddha enlightenment, Bodhi tree under Bodhi tree, we all are sitting to listen the Dhamma. So Dhamma, Buddha Dhamma, not the other Dhamma. Buddha Dhamma is the really true Dhamma, really for need Dhamma for human beings. This is not only for Buddhists, this is for all human beings. His teaching is significance for all human beings. So, before talking Dhamma talk, today is the final day of Dhamma talk, already mentioned by devotee and Richard, Dr. Richard. I don't know full name. Actually, we have chance to go to chanting, reciting Milinda Panna. We have finished. And we start the Pitaka Upadesha. The two books are very important for all Sangha, all Buddhist people. I don't want to tell detail, but shortly I want to talk about Milinda Panna, short destruction. The Milinda Panna is very important books in Tipitaka. They have the 262 questions. The Milinda king asked to Nagasena. Actually, King Milinda is a very intelligent king, and he is a very knowledgeable king. He has the scientific knowledge also. He has the debating knowledge also. He has Buddhist knowledge also. Not easy question to Nagasena. If he has no the Buddhist knowledge about the Buddha, cannot question. So when this reciting the Pali about the Milinda Panna, many kinds of questions he asked to Nagasena. So we can really guess he is knowledgeable of the Buddhism. And King Milinda, before meeting the Nagasena, he interested to question many learners, many teachers he met, but King Milinda is not satisfied answer from even monks. So, but he very interesting, very keen to learn from Buddhism. When the birth Nagasena is born in this world, actually he birth in Kashmir, Himalaya side. His birth actually 150 BCE. 150 BCE, Nagasena is born in this world. When the Nagasena, before Nagasena birth, he is in the heaven. He actually Ayupala, Bhikkhu Ayupala went to heaven to request Nagasena. He's a god that time. But before, when the request, first time request, he's not interested to come the human world. And Ayupala, Bhikkhu Ayupala, Arhanta Ayupala, Bhikkhu, told to Nagasena god, the Buddha Sasana, protecting the Buddha Sasana in this human world, you are the only one to give an answer to the King Milinda. So, when the request Bhikkhu Ayupala to the Nagasena, when they listen this name Milinda, is very interested to burn in the human world, to protect the Buddha Sasana. And in human world, when he birthed, in the Milinda Panha, there is one bhikkhu named Rohana. The Rohana, 7 years, 10 months, went to Pindapata to Nagasena's home. 7 years, 10 months. This is not joke. Rohana, Bhikkhu Rohana, because of the Bhikkhu Rohana, the Nagasena, that time is actually not very young, the boy Nagasena. When meet his father, first time, just meet, not give her arms, just meet. So I don't want to talk detailedly. Anyhow, Bhikkhu Rohana spent 7 years, 10 months to enter the Nagasena into Buddha Sasana. So for Nagasena became the monk, he have 3 teachers. First one is Bhikkhu Ayupala. Second one is Bhikkhu Rohana. And most important teacher for Nagasena is Bhikkhu Dhamma Rakhita. Under guidance of Dhamma Rakhita, he studied, he learned Tipitaka. 3 baskets. We say in 3 baskets, Sutta Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, and Abhidharma Pitaka, learn from Bhikkhu Dhamma Rakhita. So he has 3 teachers. When they study, when they chant, there is 3 names there, Ayupala Bhikkhu, Rohana Bhikkhu, and Dhamma Rakhita Bhikkhu. When Nagasena is to learn the Tipitaka, after learn, and only not study Tipitaka, he is Arhanta Bhikkhu also. He enlightenment monk also. And King Milinda, many kind of question he asks, many kinds of a question. I don't want to detail. He asks about Buddhism or philosophy, and Buddhism of psychology, a Buddhism of ethics, Buddhism of morality, and this kind of many, under this, many questions asked and many answers given by Bhikkhu Nagasena. In this Milinda Panda book, he asks many important questions. When I reciting the Milinda Panda, I touch my heart, some important question and some important answer Nagasena given. The first one, he asks about what is your name? When he meet the first time King Milinda, he asks about his introduction, what is your name? The Nagasena give the answer, this name of Nagasena is common, but individually this is not the permanent. This is permanent, not permanent. Then King Milinda is very confused. If you, Nagasena is not permanent, then who get the food? How you be righteous? Who is arahant? This kind of question also asked by King Nagasena, King Milinda. And very important answer he given. Before giving the answer, he asked to, Bhikkhu Nagasena asked to King Milinda, how you came on foot? Then King Milinda said, I am a king, I am not coming here to meet you on foot. I came by chariot. So, I think you are not coming by chariot. The chariot. What is the chariot? He giving answer, Milinda King. That's the wheel is chariot, axle is a chariot, and this kind of many kinds of. He questioned, Nagasena a question to King Milinda. So directly King Milinda gave the answer, combine of all things is a chariot. So just as combine of the all things, wheel, axle, and yoke, is combined is a chariot, the Nagasena also actually Panchaskandha is combined. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. This Panchaskandha combined is called Nagasena. Rupa is a form, Vedana is a feeling, Sanya is like some ideas, Sankhara perception, Vijnana is a consciousness. So Nama and Rupa, shortly, Nama and Rupa. Rupa means form, Nama means the mental consciousness. So combine of these five is Nagasena. Like combine is yoke, axe, wheel, so on is chariot. this answer is very important. So this is a philosophical Buddhist answer given by Nagasena to Milinda. Philosophical idea, Buddhist idea, first time. First question, first answer, Nagasena given to philosophical way to King Milinda. The another question is very important also. He asks about Punabhava. Punabhava. Pali called Punabhava. The rebirth, about rebecoming. His question, how can destroy the rebirth and rebecoming? Venerable Nagasena. And Nagasena gave the very perfect answer. If who destroy the defilement, kilesa, Pali called kilesa, one who destroyed completely destroying defilements, he is never rebirth. Never rebirth. It means destroying all defilement means he became a enlightenment person. Enlightenment person never birth, rebirth and rebecoming. Completely he destroys the defilement. He has no lobha, he has no dosha, he has no moha. These three kind of akusala mula dharma is called akusala mula dharma. Desire and anger and delusion. Under desire, many kind of connection defilements. Under dosha, this is called like angry. Under angry feeling, many kinds of defilements originate in our mind. And delusion, under delusion, many kind of defilements are originate. So the defilement, who destroyed the completely defilement means Arhanta. So the Arhanta never rebirth and rebecoming. Then asks again question by King Milinda to Nagasena. How about you, Nagasena? You burn again or not? You rebirth, rebecoming again or not? Then Venerable Nagasena gave a very important answer also. If we have defilements, if we have this kind of craving, angry, delusion, jealousy, this kind of defilement, if we have, I will rebirth again and again in this world. But I am a Arhanta Bhikkhu. I destroyed completely all defilements. I have no lobha, I have no dosha, I have no delusion. This kind of defilements are completely destroyed. So I am never reborn in this world, in samsara again and again, in suffering world. So this kind of answers. Question also very nice. Answer also very reality. This is a Buddhism, Buddhist philosophy answer about becoming rebirth. And very important answer he gave about Devadatta also. Milinda king asked to Nagasena, are you a Buddha? You are the Buddha. you are the Sarvagya, you know everything. So if you know, you are, as a Sarvagya, all-knowing, why you give the chance to become a monk to Devadatta? Devadatta disturbed many ways to Buddha in Buddha Sasana. As a Buddha, as a Sarvagya, as an all-knower, why you give the chance to become ordination to Devadatta? Question also very nice. An answer, Nagasena answer gave many kinds of answers he gave about Devadatta Panna. But very important answer is, if I not give a chance to become a Devadatta ordination, he will be more dangerous to in this world as a layman. Gihi, word Gihi, he living in this world as a layman, he disturb, harm to Buddha Sasana more, a lot. For Buddha, for Sangha, and for in the lay devotees, and all in this world. I am a Mahakarunika. Buddha is a Mahakarunika, he is a great compassioner. This is the quality of compassion for me. Buddha saying, for me, Rahul also same, Devadatta also same. I am not discriminate to Rahul and I am not discriminate to Devadatta. For me, Devadatta and the Rahula is my son, but as a Buddha, I will be a great compassion to Devadatta. Karunika, as a Karunika, I will give a chance to Devadatta. Because if I give the ordination to Devadatta, in the future, he will be the Pacheka Buddha also, in the Minchan, in the Milinda Panda. So this is also very important answer, very significant answer given by the Nagasena. Another very important question asked by King Milinda to Nagasena, this is a very important. In this world, why two Buddha are not born? Why two Buddha are not born? If we two Buddha in this world, in this world, soon and more can spread the Buddhism. But very good answer he has given Nagasena about two Buddha. Why not born in this world two Buddha? Very important answer. He given to Nagasena, given to Milking Milinda. Actually, in this world, only one sun, only one moon, only one Mahapatavi, this earth, only one Mahameru Parvata, only one Sakka God, only one Mahabrahma, only one ocean. In this world, no two earth. In this world, no two ocean. In this world, no two Mahameru Parvata. And in heaven, only Sakka God. In heaven, only Mahabrahma. No two. Just as Buddha also said, Buddha also burned only one copper. This is the Bhaddha copper. Bhaddha kalpa, 5 Buddhas are burning. 5 birds. One bird, one Buddha is coming again. This is a Maitri Buddha. This is called future Bodhisattva, future Buddha. So, the Bhadra Kalpa, Buddha, Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha is Buddha's time. Sakyamuni Buddha's time to spreading Buddhism. The Buddha, so if the 2 Buddhas burn in this world, this earth is very heavy. Very heavy. Cannot exist. Cannot bear. Also answered by Nagsena. And if the 2 Buddhas birth in this world, and the Sangha, Bhikkhu Sangha also divided 2. 2. First Buddha's Sangha and second Buddha's Sangha. First Buddha's nuns, second Buddha's nuns. First Buddha's Upasaka Upasika devotees and second Buddha's Upasaka Upasika devotees. So Buddha, because of 2 Buddha born, all divided 2. All divided 2. Sangha divided, nuns divided, Upasaka Upasika divided, and all peoples are dividing. He is my Buddha. In the mention in the Milinda Panna, Tum Mahakam Buddho, Am Mahakam Buddho. Tum Mahakam Buddho, Am Mahakam Buddho. He is my Buddha. He is my Buddha. He is your Buddha. This kind of dividing words are originating in this world. The 2 Buddha birth is heavy and dividing means disturbing in this world. Dividing means and fighting the 2 Sangha also sometimes. To Mahakam Buddha and Mahakam Buddha means sometimes feeling this word, this Pali word, like a debating, like a fighting. So no peace, no calm. So this is a real answer given by the gave Nagasena to the Milinda, King Milinda. Very, very satisfied. Every answer, King Milinda said, wonderful, Bhante. Wonderful, Bhante. Wonderful, Bhante. Acharya, Bhante. Acharyam, Bhante. Acharyam means wonderful. Wonderful answer. What answer is I accepting? Really you gave. Really you gave answer. So this kind of answers are given by Nagasena. And other question about the Buddhism he gave, Dhammasada samang natti etang pibata bhikkhave. In the Milinda Panda, when they're reciting, these words are there. Dhammasada samang natti etang pibata bhikkhave. And he asks, question is, what is the Dhamma Aushada, medicine of Dharma? Medicine of the Dharma. What is the medicine of the Dharma? Bhante Nagasena, Bhikkhu Nagasena gives a very important answer, real answer about the Dhamma Aushada, medicine of Dhamma. Many details he given. Dhamma, without Dhamma Aushada, actually for bodily, we need a doctor, We need a material medicine, the medicine, doctors, these all are material things. The material body need material medicine. For the mind is not material. Buddha says nama, vijnana, chitta, mana. For this, mana we cannot see, our mind we cannot see. We can see only body, pancha indriya. We can see our eye, we can see our nose, we can see our mouth, we can see our hair, whole body, but we cannot see one thing, that is the mind. Mana, chitta, we cannot see. But the mind is very important. This whole body are running, all panchaskandha, all these pancha indriya are running by this mind. So, for mind, for peace of the mind, calm of the mind, happiness of the mind, the materially happy means temporarily. Eating, lodging, by going luxury vehicles, we sleeping luxury rooms. These all are materials. This is temporarily happy. But Buddha's philosophy, Buddha's teaching is not a temporarily happy. This is a permanent happy. For example, so everybody we like, we want to be happy. I am happy, I like happy, we sing. But materially happy is a temporary. But in Buddhism, I is aham, I. Actually, I is actually ego. Ego. If we have the I, my, mine, this is my one, this is my body, this is my things, but these all are temporarily. More we feeling about the word I, more originate ego mind. Ego mind. So we have to eliminate and destroy the ego mind, my, mine, I. For introducing, for individual, for only use this word I. But deeply, according to Buddha's teaching, deeply we consider that the word I, there is no I. No I. No I, no mine, no my. That's the answer given by Nagasena when they asked the name. So, for happy, for sukha, first we want to destroy this I. And other is a like. Like sometimes we feel a desire. I like happiness. We say sometimes, I like happiness. Sometimes like also, according to Buddhism, this is the lobha, this is the desire. Desire. So we want to destroy this word also like. Ego destroying, I became ego, like became desire, then only remain the happy. Happy sukha. That sukha is not material. That is a permanent nibbana sukha. Nirvana happiness, enlightenment happiness, permanent happiness is important. This is not laukika happiness, not material happiness. This is the lokutra happiness. This is actually nibbana, enlightenment happiness is important. So Here, Dhamma Aushada, answered by Dhamma Aushada. Medicine of Dhamma need for mind. Mind. For happiness for mind, the medicine of Dhamma is very important. In the Mirinda Panda, for happiness of the mind, Dhamma Aushada, medicine Dhamma is important. What is the medicine of Dhamma taught by Buddha? And step by step, he gives the answer about the Buddha's teaching. I don't want to tell everything, but shortly I want to just recite teaching of Buddha given by Naksen answer about Buddha. Sattari Satipatthana is a medicine of the Dhamma. Mindfulness, for mindfulness, meditation. Kayanusati, Vedananusati, Chittanusati, Dhammanusati. This mindful of body, mindful of feeling, mindful of the mind, mindful of the Dharma. This is called Sati Chattari Sati Patthana Dhamma Aushadha. And another he gave about Pancha Indriyani Dhamma. Pancha Indriyani Dhamma means 5. Our eye, ear, nose, tongue, and this whole body is a Pancha Indriyani Dhamma. We have to control. Eye controlling, ear controlling, and mindful of the eye, mindful of the ear, mindful of the nose, mindful of the tongue, mindful of the whole body is Pancha Indriyani Dhammoshadha. Dhammoshadha. And he given the about Mithyadishti, wrong view. People have the wrong ditti, Mithyadishti, Mithya Sankappa, Mithya Vasha, Mithya Kammanta, Mithya Ajiva, Mithya Vayama, Mithya Sati, Mithya Samadhi. Mithya means not right view. Mithya is a Mithya Dishti means wrong view. Mithya Sankappa is a wrong intention. Mithya Vacha is a wrong speech. Mithya Kammanta is a wrong action. Mithya Ajiv is a wrong livelihood. Mithya Vayam is a wrong effort. Mithya Sati is a wrong mindfulness. Mithya Samadhi is a wrong concentration. If the people, this is not noble path, not noble path. This is a wrong 8 paths. If the people are engaging, people are doing these 8 wrong ways, never can get happiness in the mind. This is not Dhamma Aushada. This is Mithya is a word wrong. This is like a poison of the mind. Poison of the mind. The people, Mithya Vaja, wrong speech, like a lie, harsh word, and this kind of words is wrong words. The right words mean truth, speaking truth, and this kind of right speech is only Dhamma Aushada for mind. And he given this kind of teaching is Dhamma Aushada, Dhamma, medicine. That's all I'm telling about the Nagasena and Milinda. The all after listen, the all answers from Nagasena, Milinda became a Buddhist. Milinda is not Buddhist. Milinda became a Buddhist. He got 3 refuge Tiratna. Buddhang, Dhammang, Sanghang, Saranagato Upasako Homi. Accept Vendava Nagasena, I am a Buddhist. I am the follower of the Buddha. I am the follower of the Dhamma. I am the follower of the Sangha. After last chapter, this is mentioned. And when they listen everything in the chapter, last chapter, he left kingship. He hand over to son, to king. He became a brahmachari anagarika. And he became a arant, enlightenment anagarika also. And he built Milinda monastery also. Milinda, name of Milinda Bihara, mentioned in the Milinda Panda. Milinda Bihara is built and offered to Bhikkhu Mahasangha. So this is very important books. We concluded, we finished by Sangha, many Sanghas. Nepal Sangha, India Sangha, Vietnam Sangha, Thai, Myanmar, Cambodia, and Laos, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Burma, more than 10 Sanghas are participate this Tipitaka chanting. So that's what I am telling. And the teaching of Buddha, I want to say, for getting merit is not easy in this life. Punya. Punya time is very rare. Punya time is very rare period. 8 times, Buddha mentioned about 8 times rare for getting and cultivating merit punya. When we birth in this world, if we birth in Naraka world, Naraka means hell, hell world. If we birth in hell world time, we can never cultivate punya. Punya. Because hell world is a suffering world. Hell world is not a sukha, happiness world. So if we birth in the Naraka, hell world, we cannot, not possible to cultivate merit. So we never pray for birth in hell world. The another second, Tirichana world, Tirichana uppatti. If I birth in the animal world, animal world also suffering world. We never, cannot possible to cultivate merit punya. Animal world, any animal give the dana, we never seen. We cannot. They are only eating. We give, they eating. They cannot give. When the 2 dogs are eating, fighting. Only selfish also. Dog is selfish also sometimes. So animal, if I birth, animal world, we cannot cultivate punya and merit. Third one, Peta world. Preta, a peta world. This preta world is called hungry world. Every time hungry. Every time hungry. So, hungry means suffering. The suffering world, if I birth in the hungry world, preta world, we cannot cultivate merit, punya also. That is a suffering world. Fourth one is asanya bhaya loka. Asanya bhaya loka is, we can define, no mind, only body. No mind, only body. So, no mind, only body, also suffering world. So, cultivating, this is, for example, if we died body never give dana. Only live body only, we are living. We have mind, we have consciousness. Because of consciousness, our mind is running for first. So because of mind and body we have, we are active. When the mind is left, we are dead. So only bodies remain, there is no mind. This kind of world is called asanya bhayaloka. This kind of world also suffering world. And when we birth this kind of world, we never cultivate, we not possible to get merit. We cannot give dana, we cannot observe, practice virtues, we cannot meditate, cannot. This is the Trivida Punya, called the Trivida Punya. These three kinds of the Punya merit cannot do this asanya bhava loka also. And another world, Patyanta Desha, if I birth, very difficult place, very remote place, difficult place, maybe in the human world. We are lucky that the environment, very good environment is important for getting the merit, doing the merit in the family. Some family we birth, some people are birth, that kind of environment family, they don't know Buddha, they don't know Bhikshu Mahasangha, what is the Sila, what is Dana. They, how to live, they're difficult to live. Sometimes hand to mouth. Their life is hand to mouth. Day to day they have to earn, day to day they want to eat. They are hungry, like a hungry world. So they cannot possible to think for hochu. They cannot possible to think of giving dharana, meditation. This kind of life, when you birth this kind of environment family or remote family, never cultivate merits in human life also. Another one is mithya ditti bhava utpatti. Mithya ditti bhava utpatti means wrong view living world, wrong view living world. In the human world, in the family, when we birth, if we birth the mithya ditti family, wrong view family, we cannot cultivate merit. We cannot give. But the wrong view family, they don't like to give charity work, donation work. They don't like to practice sila, virtues. They don't like to meditate. This kind of they cannot like. They're doing all the wrong thing, just like Nagasenagi, mithya, vacha, mithya, all mithya. They're doing mithya only. So no chance to give a right view, come to right view. If that kind of people, when they birth the mithya world. So this is also very important. Another one is if we birth if we birth in the foolish world, when the people sometimes not all are the intelligent, sometimes some bird is foolish. Mukha, this is bala. Pali said bala. The foolish people thinking only foolish mind think foolish only. Never real thing. They do only foolish mind. Words also coming foolish. Action also foolish. So the foolish mind people, when the bird in the foolish world, he also cannot get the merit. The last one is Buddha, not bird Buddha time, not bird Buddha's time. When we birth no Buddha's time, we cannot get the merit. This is called Sunya Kappa. Now it's not a Sunya Kappa, not empty Buddha world. We are burning Bhadrakalpa, Buddha's time. Actually, Buddha was not living Buddha, we cannot see, but still, Buddha period. The Sunya period, if we birth the empty of the Buddha period, we are not lucky. We are not lucky human. So, if we birth the Sunya time, Buddha Sunya time, empty time, also people cannot cultivate merits. Merits. So, this 8 kinds of teaching by Buddha, people cannot cultivate merit if we birth this 8 world. So, we can feel as a Buddhist, we are now at present life, we are very lucky. We born in the Buddhist environment family. We have. And we can ascertain the Sangha also. We learning, we listening, Dhamma also. So, we are day to day, always, continuously, we can cultivate the merit. 3 kinds of merits we can cultivate. This is the Trivida Punya. Buddha teaching Trivida Punya. Punya. Trivida Punya means Dana, Sila, Bhavana. If we have the faithful mind, we can always give the dana to the Sangha. We can give dana to the Sangha, but Saddha Chaitana is very important. The faithful mind is very important. If we have not faithful mind, we can give we cannot give the dana perfectly. So, as a human, as a Buddhist, this chance, very rare chance, we are getting. So Buddha told, Kicho Manusya Patilabho. That's why Buddha told, Kicho Manusya Patilabho. This life, human life is very rare. Kicho Machana Jivitang. And as a virtually, faithfully, as a good living human life is also rare. Kichu Sadhamma Savanang. Another rare is listening Dhamma. Here listening Dhamma means actually Buddha's Dhamma. Listening Buddha's Dhamma also rare. Kichu Buddhanang Upado. Another rare in this world is Buddha birth is rare. So, these 4 things as a Buddhist we are getting. We are human, we are living very virtually, righteously, and we can get always, we can listen, we have chance always Dhamma listen, that's also we get in chance. And this is the period of this is the kappa of the Bhadrakalpa, Sakyamuni Gautam Buddha's birth time, birth period, Riya period. So that's why I am Dhamma talking. And sadhu to all listeners, Mahasangha and nuns and devotees and who are listening. May the triple gems, all of you, may the good health, good luck, everybody, bhavatu sabba mangalang, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante, for a beautiful talk. Now we have time for questions, and we always like to have questions under the Bodhi tree. And we have a tradition that we ask if any of the monks or nuns present would like to ask a question, and give them the first questions, and then afterwards we'll ask for the lay questions. So first, if I could ask any monk or nun, if they have a question for Bhante, please now ask. And put your hand up, we have a microphone for you to use, and we can use. If there are no questions from the monks or nuns, I will ask the lay people. I have questions myself, but I will give lay people first go. So, do any lay people? Yes, there is someone at the back there. I'll give, actually, where's the microphone? The second microphone. Mahanipon, you have? Thank you. There's someone at the back with a hand up. You have it? Oh. Oh, there. Oh, yeah.
Bandami Banteji and Bandami to Sangha. I have a question. What happened to Buddha, either Samyak Sambuddha or any of the Buddha after enlightenment? What happened to his soul? And as it it mentioned in Hinduism that Buddha is 11th birth of Vishnu, and he will took birth again at the earth according to requirement. So what Buddhism tells about it? What happened to the energy which vanished after the death of the body, after being enlightenment? Thank you.
Okay, that is a feeling question. As the Buddha, as a Hinduism, Buddha says 9 incarnation of the Vishnu. But in the Tipitaka, there is no mention. In Buddhism, any Buddhism, Theravada Buddhism, or Mahayana Buddhism, or Vajrayana Buddhism, in their text, there is not mentioned this kind of about incarnation of the Buddha. Only we can see in the Hinduism. The Nepal people also believe, the Hindu people also believe this 9 incarnation of the Buddha is the Vishnu. And just about the Buddha, just sister said, the Buddha's soul were gone. Buddha's soul is were gone. And this also in the Buddhas have no anatta teaching. Buddha said no anatma teaching. Buddha's teaching is not atta teaching. Buddha's teaching is anatta teaching. This is anatma teaching. No soul teaching. No soul teaching means this enlightenment, not rebirth, not rebecoming. if I Nagasena answer same thing. If I have many kind of defilement, desire, craving, angry, jealousy, this kind of defilements people have, he birth again and again in the world. The Vishnu is a Deva. Vishnu Deva saying, Hinduism. Buddhist Deva, Narayan Deva, this kind of coming, the Deva, word Deva, Devata. So according to Buddhism, Devata revert again and again, again and again. Devata, when his time, his age is finished in the Devaloka, he come again in human world or any, according to karma, become another world also, animal also. So, even Deva has suffering. Rebirth means suffering. Rebirth means suffering. So, if a Buddha is a rebirth like an incarnation, the Buddha, according to Buddhism, according to Buddha's teaching, completely crystal clear mind. Buddha mind is a completely crystal clear mind. No defilements, nothing. He has nothing. He destroys everything. He destroys everything. Actually, 6 years practice is hard practice. When he hard practice, he not became a Buddha. Hard practice time, he not became a Buddha. And over indulgent life in the prince time, he over indulged one time as a prince. That time also he is not happy. That's why before Buddha is a Siddhartha ascetic, he came here in the Bodhi tree. He came here Bodhi tree. So this is extreme, too extreme. Giving hard time, difficult to his body is one extreme. Another is giving over indulgement also extreme. Demi bhikkhave anta in the Dhammacakka mentioned. So he realized he completely eliminated these two parts. He practiced middle part, that is called 8 noble parts. When they realized that this 8 noble part in this under the sacred Bodhi tree, he became a Buddha. He destroyed lobha, dosa, moha, all unwholesome roots. Unwholesome roots. All roots completely destroyed. The poison of the mind. Poison of the mind. All mind we have. We are Pitakjana. We are the Pratakjana. Buddha said we are Pratakjana. So he is a complete crystal and he completely destroyed all defilements. He never birthed. He has no birth. He have no birth. He is, in the Buddha said, quality of one Buddha is Sattha Deva Manushana. Buddha is a teacher of the God and humans. God and humans. Even God, even human, respect, vandana, namaskar to Buddha. And many questions even Deva has. All Devas have questions and come to ask the Buddha. Example is the Mangala Sutra. Mangala Sutra. So, the root is destroyed. Again, tree not come. Tree, flowers, the old roots. Tree's roots are complete. completely destroyed, that tree is completely destroyed. The flowers root also same. That Buddha is a crystal clear mind. He destroy all the roots of the defilement, poison of the mind. That's why he is a Buddha, enlightenment. Buddha not born, but Buddha's spirit is spreading in the world. Buddha's spirit is spreading, still spread. When we sit here under Bodhi tree, what the feel here? After out the gate or inside here, what feel? Because of his energy. Buddha's energy is spreading. So according to Buddha teaching, Dhamma Kaya is still here in the world. Body of the Dhamma. Body of the Dharma is still remaining in the world. The Buddha's, this Dhamma energy, Dhamma Kaya energy is spreading in the world. In the world. That's what I am answering. Sadhu.
Very, thank you. That was a beautiful answer. Okay.
Venerable Bhante, Vandami, Satipatthana is the mindfulness and mindfulness is the Satipatthana. Please kindly explain.
Yes, sir. Mindful. The word Bali is a sati, Sanskrit is a smriti. The mindful, we can say the contemplation also. Word contemplation also called sati, smriti. The familiar word people say in the mindfulness. But actually, mind, sometimes I'm saying, there's we can say mind divided full. Sometimes say mindful. This mind is a fool. Fool by what? So we putting in the mind full. That's also mindful, no? Are we putting in the mind many kinds of things, sometimes many kinds of thinking, bad thinking is put, sometimes jealousy thinking is also put in the mind, and craving also put, and desire also put. And when the eating time also we're not mindful. When the mindfully eating, the desire is out. When the desire eating, only mindful, not mindfulness sati. So the contemplative kaya anupassana, this is called body of the contemplation of the body, mindful of the feeling, mindful of the mind, and mindful of the Dhamma is very important. The concentrating, to getting calm mind and peaceful. That is sometimes for sati and smriti in the Pali word Buddha, sometimes not enough to some English word. Sometimes we cannot give a really word sometimes. The two word is very familiar, mindful, and the contemplation. That's all.
Thank you, Bhante. There was another question at the back, look.
Bhante, how do we distinguish Miccha Samadhi from right Samadhi? Thank you.
Which is, I cannot catch.
How do we know Miccha Samadhi from right Samadhi?
Miccha Samadhi and right Samadhi. Okay, very good answer. Miccha is not right Samadhi. That is sometimes this concentration, even thief need concentration for stealing. Even thief has a concentration. But his thinking is wrong. His thinking is wrong mindful. Because he is stealing. and killer mind. Killer people in slaughter also need for killing, need mindfulness. That is a wrong mindfulness. And the thieves, when the stealing mindfulness also wrong mindfulness. So this kind of mindfulness is called miccha samadhi, miccha concentration. But samma samadhi, Buddha tell in the Eightfold Path about the samma samadhi, very important answer. Samma samadhi is getting a jhana, Patama dhyana, Dutiya dhyana, Tatiya dhyana, Chatitya dhyana are the developing the step by step. We cannot get this dhyana if I have not contemplated the body, if I not contemplate the feeling, if I not contemplate the this mind, if I not contemplate some of the phenomena, we cannot get a right concentration. So that is the samma sati is very important to getting this right samadhi, samma samadhi. That's all.
Thank you, Bhante. I have a question I'd like to ask you. How would you define merit? It's a word that's used a lot, but what is your simple explanation of merit?
Yes. As merit is called punya in the Pali word. Actually, simply Buddha give answer for this. Punatiti punya. The word coming in Buddha, simple for punya. Punatiti punya. Actually, punya and mind, this is not material. Actually, giving dana, we giving by body, that is material. That is material. When faithfully we give to dana, to sangha, that's feel, happiness feel to in the mind. If we help to somebody, that's also feel in the mind. Now, if we practice the hochu, sila, that's also feel in happiness in the mind. If we practice or if we meditate, that's also feel happy to sukha to mind. So, punatiti means happiness. Feeling happiness, one who did rightly donation, rightly practice hochu, rightly practice meditation, that happiness come and feeling in the mind. So feeling real happiness is a punya, this merits.
Sadhu, Bhante, that's a beautiful answer. And finally, are there any more questions? There's one in the back. Yes.
Vandami Banteji, in the debate conversation of Milind and Nagsen, you mentioned that in this world there can be only one sun, only one moon, and like that, only one Buddha. But we have been taught in the school that we live in this world, Earth, and Earth is a part of galaxy,
Galaxy.
right? And there are many galaxies in this space. So my question is, for all these galaxies, only one Buddha is there, or each is having a different? Is anything information mentioned in the Tipitaka about this?
Actually, galaxy, but the galaxy have many stars, many there. But among stars is not sun, star is not moon. Moon is only one, star is that sun is only one. But in the galaxy, we cannot uncountable. We cannot see, and even human cannot reach soon. Cannot reach. And actually about Buddha, the Buddha birth, many are 28 Buddha birth is mentioned in Tipitaka. 28 Buddha is a birth in, mentioned in the Tipitaka. The last one is a Sakyamuni Buddha. First one is a Tannankara Buddha. First one Buddha is a Tannankara Buddha. The last one is a Sakyamuni Buddha. Coming Buddha is a future Buddha, Maitri Buddha. So Buddha, I saying other Buddhas, spirits, they like Dhammakaya, like present Buddha's Dhammakaya. The present Buddha, the past many Buddhas, also Dhammakaya energy is spreading. Because we heard about the relics of the many kinds of Buddha. We can find not only the Sakyamuni Buddha, but we can find the relics of the Kashyapa Buddha, Konagana Buddha. Konagana Buddha relics also have in this world. Find the Kashyapa Buddha's relics is put in Nepal's one stupa, that is the Buddha stupa, big stupa, World Heritage Site one. In the history of that stupa built, not Sakyamuni Buddha's relics. That is the Kashyapa Buddha relics inside in that Buddha about the stupas. So we can say past Buddha Dhamma, there's a Dhammakaya energy still spreading because still have the relics found like the Kashyapa Buddha and many other Buddhas. That's why we can say in the galaxy, Buddhas, many Buddhas, 28 Buddhas, any energy is spreading for in this galaxy. That's I also feeling. That's all.
Thank you so much, Bhante. Well, that was a wonderful Dharma talk and a very fitting end to our 17th Tipitaka chanting. Thank you so much, Bhante. And I'd like to make an offering to you, which I will make. If Nelson's here, no, he's not. Let me just do this.